Hey guys, we got comments about beginner type players, not quite beginners, who find the we'll call them 10Q reviews very helpful. Now we've done a lot of 10Q stuff, giving and taking handicaps, playing against Crazy Stone, and this fellow's request was for reviews where we look at a game that was played and review it. So we're going to do that. Here we go. I have never seen this game. Everyone's playing empty corners. It's good. Approach. No problem. Okay. Right away, we see that black didn't continue with this stone. Let's start with the basic idea. Black puts its stone down, saying, I'm going to form a healthy presence here. So this continues that idea. Now let's look a little bit at this. Let's say he jumps instead. Well, what we want to notice is that white's A stone is right next to two gaps. So it's thin. White can simply walk under and black can't do much about it. What, here? And these three black stones they don't have a base. White got the whole corner. But if you stand up, then all of a sudden you can stop that, right? You can stop that. Now white's going to want to defend. We'll just put it here, and then black defends. And lo and behold, on the left side, black's got a very nice position, healthy, valuable. But when he plays away, yeah, I wanted something around A. You know, I changed my mind. Now I want something around B. Next move, will he say I changed my mind on both and I want something somewhere else? Doesn't make sense. It's not consistent. It's not a rational move. Now, I don't mean to offend this fellow. I took his name off, but I don't mean that to be offensive. But we want our go to make sense. Okay, white kicks again. What I would say, yeah, there's seems to me four choices locally. A and B both punish black for ignoring that area. And notice that A is a particularly strong shape. Sorry about that. Right, it can't be cut. White will just take that. So it's a strong shape, can't be cut. And next move, just captures. So that's pretty powerful. Underneath also can't be cut. Next move doesn't capture, but also very strong. So I'm not saying these are the next moves, but rather we see how powerful it is against black. So A and B work. D's nice, gets out big time. And let's just play that through. Black, white, and black takes the corner. And white says, you better live. Yes, I'm living. So, yeah, black got the corner and white didn't. But white gets a very large outside, which is also meaningful. So that's reasonable. Or just like the other one, just kick, and now white has the whole corner and black has two weak stones. So all those are reasonable. Yeah, I like this because this is a bit annoying, right? All of a sudden, white's the one surrounded into the corner. White wants to get out. And black's get to look at the left side developing. Black's original intent coming straight through. So white breaks out. Okay. So let's pause. And let's look at the white group. White's A group. Out. Can't be a problem. We've got to have something going on in the corner. I'm not ready to say that is White's corner, cash-wise, but he certainly controls it. Black's weak on the left. Black's weak on the bottom. Yeah. Big positive. Gets out. One thing to notice is if Black wants to, we can play this way because White can just kill that stone. So there's no cut. This move threatens White more, right? So it's doing more. Can't be cut. And if we just draw one more of its most basic picture, which like he comes out and out, again, we're developing the left. So this move starts to develop the left. Next move, Atari, surrounding White, can't be cut, much more profitable. And it's strong, and it's not a problem. So this does more than this. Okay. So big thing about Go, maneuvering. When do we do what? When it's super complex game. So you always go step by step. Our A group, still out, still fine. His B group, he just defended. He is now out. Right? It's going to take at least 2 moves to surround, if not 3. And he already has a base. So Black's doing a lot better. Well, what else is going on? That C-stone. He's terribly weak. So instead of attacking this Black group, which really doesn't accomplish anything, Black can simply, let's play it out. Boom. Oops, come on. Turn, connect. Black's really quite nice here. Notice I fixed the cut there. What did White do? Nothing. Helped Black get stronger. So instead, White can bother that stone. And now the bottom part of the board is really becoming White's quickly. Okay, so this is not necessary. Black and Hane there. Doesn't have to, but Hane does more, as we see. This is nothing, right? Well, it's something. First, does this bother Black? Nope, Black's fine. There was no cut against Black. Everything was fine. Well, then what's it do? Well, it does remove 1 point from Black. That means nothing at this point. It does save the cut. Let's see what that means. If Black plays, now White has 2 cuts. White's going to want to save the important one, and yes, there's a cut there. Yeah, that's one of the problems with White's original move there is it's weak. It can be cut. So if we want to save the cut, his way is one way. That's like playing here, right? That's what he did. He played here, Black went away, and he said, well, I'll press while I'm here. So that's the same situation. This is the least you can do. Let's look at this one. This also saves the cut. Black, White, Black. Oh, no cuts. And this White stone is doing more to the outside than the first one was. Okay. What about this one? That's doing even more and saves the cut. And you can read that out. What about this one? Let's check it out. Yep, saves the cut. And we're more out in the center, reaching out more. And so these are all details to look at. And that's all good and fine. But let's now get to the crux. Love that word. The crux of the matter. I have no idea what the word means or how to spell it, but it seems to fit. The crux. Okay. Let's go with this move for a minute. Oh, but we're cut. Well, let's look at that. We're going to pause here just before black cuts, and we're going to ask some questions. How's the A group? Perfectly healthy. It's virtually live. It's got points. It's out. No one can bother it. The A group is fine. What about white's entire B group? Fine. It's out. It's alive. It's got points. No problem. This one C stone, which white has allowed to be cut, is worth very, very small. On top of which, if black does cut it, we can save it if we want. It's not a ladder because Atari. And if we come out, it's not like he can kill it. I wouldn't want to save it, but we could save it if we want. So the C stone is unimportant and can't really be captured anyway. Looks like C is unimportant. So that's what I see here. That we're cut. Doesn't matter. Everyone's healthy. And the one stone doesn't mean anything. If you can get that idea, that's awesome. Now that's a little complex. My guess is white saw the cut and fixed the cut. Okay, that's a good principle. Does the principle apply here? Well, black and white are both strong, and the one stone doesn't have a lot of meaning. Okay. Yeah, if you can catch that, that'll take you far. What stones have meaning and which ones don't? Black turns. Now, we haven't seen white's next move, but let's consider that white's, what is white? White's 9Q. Let's pretend he's 1Q. What would he be thinking? He'd be thinking, yeah, my A's fine, his B's fine. Okay, that's over. All done. Black C stone is so pitifully weak. I want it to try to live. Then I'll just chase it and get a bunch of stuff. Killing C is ridiculous because there's. Let's look at why it's ridiculous. White, C's not dead yet. Hey, I killed C. White got how many points on the bottom with those two moves? 5-ish. While black went around getting very, very big things. So white capturing that F3 stone does not change anyone's health. And that's what goes about, right, is health. So it's just a pitiful little stone that we don't need to help. So A's fine, B's fine, C's unimportant. So we then look at what's big. Well, we're at the early stages of the game, so we're still looking for very big open moves like D, C, some big open space. Not G. That's a smaller space and more difficult. Stay away. Okay, hopefully that made some sense as to how 1Q would be thinking about this versus 10Q. Okay, let's see where he played. Yeah, he's going after. Also, he's doing it in a defensive manner rather than an aggressive manner. Wrong button, sorry. Aggressive versus defensive versus I'm just going to take the entire area. You can't live anyway. Or daring him to live. This is, I want to say 10 times the size, and that might be accurate. Okay, really slow. Okay, we're getting a pretty good picture of how 10 Qs, 8 Qs think. Ooh, I see a stone. I want to do something against that stone. That as you come up the ladder, it doesn't mean anything. It's like, who cares? It has nothing to do with go. It's fun. But go says we're looking at the A group. Good, fine. Looking at the B group. Good, fine. Now we're looking at areas. And as we look at areas and think about all the areas, there's 4 big areas. Which one looks biggest? Go play in the big area, something you think is big. Now the player's going to look at area 1. Oh, I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid black's going to get it. Well, we don't do a fear thing. That's going to keep you real low and go. Instead, we just go, well, instead of being afraid of it, let's trust that go can be trusted and just continue playing a big area. Okay. All right. Okay, little situation just happened. Black just found, now it's white's move, but I'm saying if black just saw something. If I turn, it's sent to kill that stone, which is going to give me virtual life. This has become a very meaningful move. If white defends, I've got a base, I'm getting out, I'm getting healthy. How'd that happen? Because white just put down a stone that could be messed with. Why? There's a cut there. So if black plays here, we're threatening to kill. Well, black played here first. One more move. Black now has a powerful move. If I'm white, I'm going to get rid of that right now. And that's what white does. Good. Now let's check that again. Let's say black plays here, white passes. Black comes down. Not a threat. And we can stop him from extending now. So he doesn't have a base anymore. Okay, hopefully that makes some sense. And we're kind of defining strength, weaknesses, things like that. Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's follow this out. Who's doing better? White's getting 1 point per move. Black's getting amazing thickness that's worth twice what white's getting easily. So we only go as far as we need to. Do we need to do it here? Well, black's turn is a powerful move, kind of giving him life. Well, we could play something like this. So if he turns, we say he still didn't get his base. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Or just stop him from doing it. They're both reasonable moves. We won't talking about which one's better. That's a way more complex. Which one's better? Okay, white jump. So this is all classic Q stuff. None of this makes any sense whatsoever. They could be playing checkers, right? It doesn't. What's the meaning here? What's the purpose of this move? I can't think of one. Okay, starting to get back on track. So we ask, how's the A group? No base, can't get an eye on the bottom, can't be done. And isn't even out. I mean, if white starts a surrounding move, I mean, let's just put it here. How's black going to get out? Like this? I mean, this black group's in jeopardy. So all this work, black needs to get his group settled. Let's start just running out somehow. Something for health. Boom, boom, connect under. Absolutely meaningless. Okay. Here's another power play. This turn threatens to wrap around, Atari, invade. So we want to take away those power plays. And now black says, oh, this wraparound, he can really start surrounding me. I need to remove that as a power play. This removes it because now we can just hunt it right out again. Now black's almost alive. This does it. This one, let's check it out. Uh-oh, there's two cuts and they're both meaningful. A little dangerous. So you start learning what's strong, what's weak. Okay, so we've seen a lot. Hopefully, now we're only on move 36, but we're looked at a lot of details and a lot of principles, and that's probably a good mouthful for now. Okay, hope it was helpful. Catch y'all later. Bye.